Hey you guys, it's your girl Kamika. Welcome back to the Love Makeba channel. Today we're going to have our next installment of our Healthy Living series. And if you have been with Makeba for a while, then you are familiar with our Healthy Living series, which is usually just a mix of different things to help us to have our best life. So in the past, I've done my moringa tea recipe. I've given some tips and tricks on how to do makeup, maybe how to style your hair, and of course, always ways, tips and tricks, and best practices on how to use our Makeba products, which is what I'm going to be doing today. So, our Healthy Living series is simply just to give you the keys to the kingdom, the inside tips on how to have your best life. So, let's get started. All right. So today I'm going to do something that some of you have already seen me do before, but in the last few months we've gained so many new Makebas that I want to make sure that the new booties that are coming aboard also know this really great way of how to use a couple of our favorite Makeba products. And so because we are in those winter months, many of you may be experiencing a little more itchiness on your scalp. And that itchiness isn't necessarily because your scalp is dirty or because you have some kind of dermatitis on your scalp. It could simply be because your scalp is feeling dehydrated because the moisture in the air is less in the wintertime. The dew points are really, really low in the wintertime. So it is dehydrating your scalp. So it's pulling moisture from your scalp and dispersing it into the atmosphere. And because of that, your scalp may feel a little tighter, it may feel a little drier, and for some of you, that may come across as itchiness. So I want to show you a way that is going to help you to keep your scalp pliable, right? Also keep it pH balanced. And as well, if you're on a growth journey, help you with your growth journey. And if you are just looking to maintain healthy, moisturized, hydrated hair from the root, it's going to help you do that as well. So let's get into it. So, like I said, if you've been with me for a while, then you are familiar with these two products. And then I'm going to pull out a mini of this one right here. We're going to be using these three products to get our scalp in shape. I am going to be using our Hope Renewed today, but you can also use our Pure Moisture as well. The reason that I'm using Hope Renewed is because I'm on a growth journey. Many of you are probably aware that I had dealt with a bout of alopecia not too long ago, and my hair is pretty much fully recovered in that it has grown back and it's stronger than ever. And I have dealt with the allergen issues that and the stress issues that caused it. But I am still on that growth journey, so I want to keep using my Hope Renewed as my leave-in and as my scalp treatment to continue to bolster the growth and the restoration of my hair. If you're not on a growth journey, and like I said, you really just want to make sure your scalp stays pH balanced, especially if you're like me and you have a protective style in. If you want to keep that scalp pH balanced, you want to keep it as bacteria free as you can. If you want to keep heavy moisturizers off of your scalp, but still, like I said, keep your scalp hydrated and moisturized as well as your hair strands, then you're going to want to use Pure Moisture. You can even use them together. It's a little overkill. Both of them are really great leave-in treatments. But if you're on growth, try Hope Renewed. And if you're on pure or just maintaining and doing a natural growing, try Pure Moisture. Then on top of both of them, we're going to use a light bit of our Heal and Grow. I'm using the argan. You could use our original, our coconut, our Karanja, or argan yourself. I just happened to grab this one. I'm going to be using this one. It's a lighter blend in our vegan blend. And then on top of that, I am going to be using my what I call my scalp massager. This is actually an old school back massager. But if you also have a shower comb, you can use that as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, you guys, this is not going to take long. This is something that I would highly suggest you do about 3 times a week or so, just to keep that scalp, once again, lubricated and moisturized. And it's very simple. You're going to go through every every line, and spray it with a bit of either your Heal and Grow or Pure Moisture, and then follow with a light line of your argan, or you could put it on your Heal and Grow, or you could put it on your fingers and just really get into your scalp. So let me show you how quick this can go. My scalp has just been feeling a little tight lately. So when that happens, it's time to get into that scalp. Getting it right onto my scalp. Starting at the crown. Now I'm going to take a little bit of our Heal and Grow Argan, or whichever blend of your choice, and do a light line right there. Get that in there. Right up in there. Now, let me show you a little trick. If you're a little bit time constrained or you just don't want to do the lines, let's go here. We're going to take about a nickel size amount of, let's see. Let's get that in our fingers, emulsify it, and just hit the scalp. A little oil goes a long way. A little more. Let's see, can you see that? Not a lot, just a little. Get right up in here in these resistant areas, in that kitchen area in the back, and make sure you're really hitting that crown, because those are the areas where thinness tends to happen first for many people. So, all right, so now that's all applied. Now I'm going to show you a little trick to get the treatment and the oils to absorb a little quicker, and that is with your massager. It could be any massager that vibrates. This just happens to be an old Pollenex massager. It doesn't have to have heat, but I like the heat function. I'm going to turn it on. What I also like about it is the different raised areas for massage. Now watch. My eyes will go up in the back of my head, but that's because it's a good massage. And here's the thing about massage. You want to really hit those areas where your cranial nerves are coming together, because we're trying to increase blood flow in this area. So a good diet, great immune system, exercise, and massage, great for blood flow for your scalp. So we're going to go a straight line back here. Then we're going to hit these areas here. These areas here, our occipital and our frontal lobes, all of that will be good to go. Let's do it. In about about a minute or two in each area. Oh, if you have areas of your scalp where you've been seeing hair thinning, or that's where you're getting your recovery or trying to recover, make sure you really focus on those areas. So if you have something like CCCA, really focus on that apex or the crown of your scalp. Really give it some loving and attention. Help to move that inflammation out of there. All right, you guys. And that is it. And my hair is not wet. It's not oily. It's perfect. Light and fluffy. Now do that about 3 times a week, and you are going to see stronger, healthier hair from your scalp. Longer as well. So do that. Oh, you're going to love it. Your hair is going to love you for it. Your scalp is going to love you for it. And your whole body is going to love you for it, because it's going to bring in the relaxation you probably didn't even realize you needed. All right, you guys, as always, I will be back with more of these healthy living tips. And if you have any questions, as always, I'll meet you guys in the comment section. Bye. Mwah.